A senior delegation from Tigray is in Addis Ababa. Since yesterday, the delegation has been holding some meetings. Could this visit of the delegation lead to improvement in relations between Tigray government and federal government, TPLF and federal government? Secondly, an update for you about Ethiopia-Eritrea talks. I did a video on that this morning about the two countries holding talks in Saudi Arabia. What is happening there? Are the delegations still there? Have they returned home? All that in this video. Welcome to the channel. Good to be with you. Thanks for watching. Two main news stories. First one is about engagement between Tigray and the federal government. Much needed engagement because tensions are running high between the two sides. TPLF and Ethiopian federal government have been leveling serious allegations against each other. Ethiopian PM accuses TPLF of conspiring with Eritrea to wage war, another war, while TPLF accuses federal government of destroying Tigray, of working to divide Tigray, of denying due rights to Tigray's parties. Tensions running high, and it was being said that talks should happen between the two sides, TPLF and federal government. And a few days ago, we heard from Addis Ababa, the Tigray president, that he would meet with the Ethiopian PM. Now it seems that Tigray is trying to engage the federal. A senior delegation from Tigray is visiting Addis Ababa. Where is not part of the delegation, though initially we heard that he was going to lead the delegation. Maybe he'll arrive a little later, but so far he's not there. I confirmed this morning where was not there. That's what I confirmed. Maybe more confirmation is needed because a few days ago we heard that he was going to talk to the federal government. The delegation consists of TPL politicians, Tigray businessmen, Tigray civil society organization leaders, and military leaders reportedly. The delegation is going to hold talks with the federal government about key issues. One of the main issues is the status of TPLF. TPLF wants restoration of its status, which is, I think, one of the main issues. Secondly, return of IDPs. Less than 1 million IDPs are in Tigray. They want to return to their homes. A few days ago, Gita Choreda visited Humera, met with Mike Zayadu, Damleo. Amhara region president was there too. And we heard that the process of start of IDPs could start soon. It has not started so far. Second issue being discussed is return of IDPs. Thirdly, status of Humera Volkai Sagade, status of territories contested by Tigray and Amhara. Fourthly, federal government support for Tigray Peace Force, group of disgruntled Tigray fighters organizing themselves on a far Tigray border. Fifthly, issue of blockage of supplies to Tigray, blockage of fuel supplies to Tigray. Federal government obviously will also raise issues like growing closeness between Tigray and Eritrea, ongoing smuggling on Tigray-Eritrea border, which is basically trade activity being allowed by the two sides, slow speed of DDR, military activities in Tigray, pointing towards likely TPLF offensive on Volkite. So these issues could be raised by federal government. We'll have to wait to see the outcome of this engagement, but this engagement was needed because when you cut off all communication lines, you basically lead to more misunderstandings, and misunderstandings lead to miscalculation, and miscalculations lead to wars. It's good to see that two sides are meeting. Let's see how federal government received this delegation and how federal government treats this delegation. So there was an update for you about Ethiopia-Eritrea talks in Saudi Arabia. By the way, you wouldn't see any official confirmation. You will not hear Ethiopian government or Eritrean government confirm that they are meeting in Saudi Arabia. Why? Especially Eritrean government. Eritrean government has been saying that it has no business with Ethiopia about Ethiopian quest for sea access. That it has been saying it does not want to talk to Ethiopia because Ethiopia wants to annex Eritrean territories. So Eritrean government will never publicly, officially confirm its engagement with the Ethiopian government in Saudi Arabia. Officially, Eritrean government will deny that. Like Eritrean government denied its military presence in Tigray during the Tigray war. Later, it was confirmed that from day one, EDF was part of the war in support of ENDF against EDF. Delegations held more than one rounds of talks in Saudi Arabia reportedly. Since it was their first engagement, that is why they were not in a position to agree on something big. They have concluded their meetings reportedly, and they are returning home. Now, the two delegations will meet with their leaders in Addis Ababa and Asmara, and then they'll plan another meeting if they agree to meet again. Can we say that they have made some progress or that talks have collapsed? Well, no news that talks have collapsed, and no news that they have made some progress. Their meeting in itself is an achievement, I think. It was much needed meeting. Ethiopia and Eritrea have been out of touch diplomatically in terms of communication. Bin Assas did not speak, I think, for months. This meeting is a welcoming development. It should be encouraged. It should be backed. Issue is very thorny. Access to sea issue, very thorny. Who is mediating? Saudi Arabia. UAE will never be happy with a settlement made by Saudi Arabia between Eritrea and Ethiopia. I am not optimistic about this mediation, to be honest. That's my analysis, that Ethiopians will demand something big at the talks. They cannot say no to Saudis. They want to talk. At the same time, they want UAE's involvement. Or at some point, if they think they have reached an agreement, they could reach an agreement with Eritrea, they would like to involve Emiratis too. At some point, if they think there is a chance of deal with Eritrea. So they won't sign a deal with Eritreans mediated by Saudis. They would like Emiratis to be involved. Let's see what happens. So far, delegations are returning home to share their positions and other parties' position with their respective leaders in Asmara and Addis Ababa. Thank you for watching.